Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you, the organizing committee, for arranging such a wonderful event. Well, I'll basically, this won't be just English to Urdu के अंदर मैं mix करूँगा सारा कुछ. It just won't be in English, and मैं थोड़ी सी अगर आपको introduction दूँगा अपनी. Well, thank you for introducing me, but I'm Moghees Uddin Khan. I am a legal fellow, an expert, mostly on academics, and I am also a fitness instructor, a specialist. That's something of a passion to me. So let me just begin my two thoughts on why I'm here. Basically, I wanted to start off by telling you about myself. Why I'm here. So I was thinking about the bigger picture and why the organizing committee invited me for this talk. And then I thought about it. I thought about it long and hard. And then I came to a conclusion that, okay, I'll start off by telling you about my journey, how I became a lawyer, what I'm doing with my fitness business, how I'm training people, what I'm doing, what my philosophy is. And through that, I think you'll get a sort of a feeling कि अच्छा मैं इसको किस तरह bigger picture के लिहाज से देखता हूँ. So, firstly, I'm going to tell you about how I was a failure academically. Okay, so I failed all my life. Academically, अगर सोचा जाए तो मैं सारी जिंदगी I've struggled academically. So A levels के अंदर I did not get a good grade. बड़ी मुश्किल से मैं law school के अंदर घुसा. Okay, और ये journey साथ-साथ चलती जा रही है. ठीक है? I'm constantly struggling with academics and how I am or what I'm going to do with my life. Okay, so एक बड़ा मजे का आपको एक example देता हूँ अपनी life का. Abhi, I was just speaking to a colleague of yours, a friend of yours, Abdullah, and he was telling me a story about him. So, see, मुझे एक story याद आई that while I was doing my LLB, this was my first year, ठीक है, and I was doing it from University of London Law College here in Lahore, and I failed criminal law. Criminal law was the bane of my existence, actually. So as soon as I failed and I wasn't doing well previously in the past, I went home and I was pretty sad, and I met my sister. She was there. She was a star student. A's सारी जिंदगी, and मेरे ऊपर थोड़ा सा pressure था, but मैंने कभी पढ़ा नहीं था as such. So my sister came to me and she's like, तुम ये law शॉ छोड़ दो. I was like, अच्छा, अभी तो शुरू किया है, कैसे छोड़ दूँ? She's like, नहीं, तुम law छोड़ दो, तुम plumber बन जाओ. I was like, what do you mean plumber बन जाओ? How can I become a plumber? I mean, I'm doing law, so I mean that was something that hit me so hard. It was like, अच्छा यार, I need to do something about this. I need to make a life for myself. So I decided to work a little harder, manage my time, also think about what my passion is, how I want to, make a living, because eventually you need to make a living. And यहाँ पे सारे doctors बैठे हुए हैं, so I mean mostly I'm assuming that you guys are medical students. So I'm assuming most of my class fellows back then were star students and was usually medical college के अंदर. दाखला लेते थे. And you guys are probably thinking कि अच्छा, this guy, he's at the podium. Why? I'll tell you why. Because then I thought about it. I thought that human rights is my passion. That I want to protect human rights in Pakistan. That I want to do well and write about human rights. I want to protect human rights. So I decided that okay, let's do masters in human rights. I went to the UK, did my masters in international human rights law and development law, came back, joined a think tank here in Lahore, worked with them for about 5 years, and mind you, there was constant struggle over there as well. So struggle, so thinking कि अच्छा मैंने अब क्या करना है. I was a research fellow over there. By that I mean that I was writing a lot. I was trying to make a difference. We wrote 3 books while I was there. Contributed to writing all of those. So that was basically what my struggle academically was. But one of the worst things that I could sort of deal with at that time was public speaking. So, and I'm a lawyer, so I need to publicly speak. Why can't I do that? So I went and I took help. And I became, or I sort of am now a teacher. So जैसे ही मैंने छोड़ा RSIL, I decided that I'm going to join a college and start teaching. So since the last 6 years, I've been teaching law. And I'm trying to shape minds, especially help those students who struggle with public speaking, who struggle with confidence, who struggle with any sort of focus-related issues, because I went through that myself. So now it's been about 4 or 5 years since I've been teaching, and that's human rights mostly, and also public international law. That was my forte. Then I decided that this is not enough. I can do more with my time, and I need to basically build a community. How do I build a community which is not just law, but also what my passion is, which is fitness? So I already had a platform. Allah ka shukar hai, platform tha mere paas ke I already had a gym. I wanted to now get into the fact that, acha, why is physical fitness important? Why do you all think that physical fitness is important? Because it's directly related to the work or the focus that you put in to your daily lives. Why do you still, there are about 100 people sitting over here. Why have you always heard कि सुबह सुबह जब लोग वॉक करने जाते हैं या कोई एक्सरसाइज करते हैं या कुछ करते हैं तो उस बाद का दिन जो है वो अच्छा गुजरता है? It is a part of their lifestyle. You go to the gym or you go in the morning for a walk or a run or anything. You feel good. So when you feel good, it is a part, जो भी लोग उधर जाते हैं, that is a part of their lifestyle. So what I wanted to do with my wife, actually, she's also a fitness expert, that we wanted people to make fitness into their lifestyles. That it is a daily occurrence. If you miss it, there's something wrong. Right? And that is how we started building a community in starting 2017. कि जी आपने क्या करना है, ये aesthetics के पास नहीं जाना ज़्यादा. Aesthetics is a byproduct of you guys working out. So हम एक चीज़ के अंदर घुसे हुए हैं. आजकल सोशल मीडिया के अंदर हर जगह आपको लोग नजर आते हैं जो बहुत फिट हैं. वो it doesn't last too long. वो 2-3 दिन की एक दिन की ट्रेनिंग के बाद वो एक तस्वीर जो है वो आपके सामने आ जाती है, एंड यू लुक लाइक दैट फॉर अ डे और टू मे बी मैक्सिमम. But the main key is that you guys need to be fit in order to have a very well-rounded life. Now, what I then decided to do was that our parents, who are elderly people, mostly, especially mine, they have a very sedentary lifestyle. So, उस कम्युनिटी को कैसे ठीक किया जाए? क्या आप अपने पेरेंट्स को कहते हो कि अच्छा हाँ आप वर्कआउट करो? Does anybody in this room say कि अच्छा हाँ you need to work out? No, I'm assuming yes. Somebody raised their hand. Yes, thank you. Somebody does, right? Because over a period of time, you guys are medical students. Bone density जो है वो weak होती है, and muscles को resistance चाहिए होती है. So what we decide, what me and my wife as a team, we are by the way known as Galvanized Fitness. What we do is sort of train everybody, especially the elderly, to lift weights. That is us building a community. एक community build करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं जो healthy है. Healthy lifestyle का मतलब है a better life eventually. So this is something that obviously this is like a side hustle of ours. We both teach. I teach law के साथ साथ मैं एक fitness के अंदर जा रहा हूँ. But then another thing, by the way, then I thought कि अच्छा this is also maybe not enough. I need to do more, because you can always do more with your time. Yes, friends, family, everything, relationships are really important. But what you can bring to the community is something even more important. कि आप पाकिस्तान में रहते हुए पाकिस्तानियों की हेल्प किस तरह कर सकते हो. So I decided one more thing. मैंने एक अपने कंसल्टिंग पार्टनर, मेरा एक फ्रेंड है, उसको well, I asked him, let's do something about Pakistan and its climate crisis. He suggested, okay, let's leave climate for now. Let's focus on smog and better air quality. So एक दिन हम बैठे, हमने 1-2 दिन के अंदर एक नाम सोचा. उसका नाम था कि हमने कंसल्टेंसी बनाई, उसका नाम था फिर से. अब what does फिर से mean? हम हर वक्त बात करते हैं कि पाकिस्तान में फिर से फ्लड्स आ गए, पाकिस्तान के अंदर फिर से स्मॉग आ गई है, पाकिस्तान के अंदर फिर से ये प्रॉब्लम शुरू हो गई है, फलाना टमकाना. ऑल द टाइम हमने उस बेसिक चीज के ऊपर एक कंसल्टेंसी खोली. कंसल्टेंसी के अंदर हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम बेटर एयर क्वालिटी की तरफ जा रहे हैं. बिकॉज you guys are mostly, a lot of people here are from Lahore, right? And Lahore is the most toxic city from November onwards to February, March, right? आपसे breathe नहीं किया जा रहा, breathing के अंदर difficulty आ रही है, बच्चे affect हो रहे हैं, parents affect हो रहे हैं, दादा दादीज नाना नानीज affect हो रहे हैं कि breathe नहीं किया जा रहा. and वो सुबह walk करते हैं, अगर बाहर जाते हैं तो वो नहीं हो रहा, वो एक problem है. So what we did was कि अच्छा इसको ठीक. Yes, there are lots of problems in Pakistan. आप जब गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स के पास जाते हो तो वो कहते हैं कि सर जी जरा एक सेकंड ठहर जाओ, अभी स्मॉग के ऊपर तो ना बात करें, ह्यूमन राइट्स के ऊपर प्लीज ना बात करें, क्योंकि इलेक्शन ईयर है तो ह्यूमन राइट्स और स्मॉग जो है वो तो उसके बारे में हम बात नहीं कर सकते इस वक्त बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रेव कंसर्न्स है हमारी. बट breathing clean air is your basic human right. कि आप फजाई जो आपकी जो हवा है वो साफ हो. and this is what we're struggling with constantly. जो लाहौर के बेस्ट 3-4-5 महीने होते थे उसके अंदर आग आ जाती है. सो अब उसको किस तरह ठीक किया जाए. 1950s 40s के अंदर इंग्लैंड के अंदर आई थी, उन्होंने फौरन ठीक कर लिया। 70s के अंदर लॉस एंजलिस के अंदर आई थी, उन्होंने ठीक कर लिया। एंड दिस वाज ऑल मैन मेड, सो व्हाई कांट वी फिक्स इट? दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम। सो अब now what we are trying to do is कि अच्छा, we are trying to write about it, we are trying to create awareness about it through social media। मुझे एक यहाँ पे जवाब दें, एक क्लाइमेट के लिहाज से अगर बात करते हैं, यूएन की रिपोर्ट आई थी आज से कुछ महीनों पहले कि लाहौर के अंदर पानी जो है वो खत्म हो जाएगा, एंड देन वील हैव टू बाय वाटर विद इन probably by 2027। So एक चीज का मुझे जवाब दें। You all, I'm hoping you all brush your teeth in the morning, right? Show of hands who brushed their teeth in the morning. Thank you so much. I shouldn't have been hoping for it. I mean, it's a done deal. But does anybody, while brushing their teeth, tap को बंद करता है? This is amazing. Excellent. Thank you. This is amazing. Okay, so I'm assuming medical students are much more aware than other students in Lahore. But this is great. This is you starting something. This is you taking initiative. So अब इसी तरह communities जो हैं वो बेहतर होती हैं. That is part and parcel of what you do or what you bring to the table. So I just want to tell you that the story जो मैंने आपको बताई about my failure and then getting into law and human rights and then into fitness and now into climate and clean air is because I think for Pakistanis it's essential that we bring something to the table, because Pakistan is at a very, very sad state of affairs, especially when it comes to human rights and climate change. हर साल flood आता है, उसके बारे में हम क्यों नहीं कुछ कर सकते? Because infrastructure, yes, हमारा थोड़ा सा weak है, and हम geographically we are in a state, in a position जो कि obviously ज़्यादा flood prone है, ज़्यादा torrential rains आती हैं, all of those things, glaciers हमारे melt कर रहे हैं. What we need to do, especially, is to voice these things, is to voice it to the government, is to write about it. Medical students, again, you guys know what the problems of smog will be or are. What are you going to do about it is something that is very, very important. I'm going to stop here. Thank you so much. I also wanted to just end it here that thank you for doing medicine. I was having a conversation with my wife that we might not have medical students in the future because TikTok is now so popular, but I'm glad you guys are doing medicine. Thank you so much. Thank you.